Hey guys, how's it going? It is about to be kind of a crazy couple days here on the property. We are starting a project and I am so excited to be starting this project. I just filmed a garden tour and told you guys that things were about to happen, and they are about to happen. So we just went to Home Depot and rented a jackhammer. We were going to rent a skid steer and some larger tractor type equipment things, but then we realized we really can't get them on the property because I have planted too many things and there's no easy access to get big equipment into the property. So we rented a jackhammer, and our plan today, we have it for 24 hours, is to break up all of the concrete walkway. So we got a lot of concrete to break up and it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait. It's not going to be taken away today. We're just gonna get it broken up today. So that will be the start of this project. I already sliced my eye open somehow. I don't know how. So it looks like I was crying, but I'm not crying. I just put eye drops in. Anyways, the plan is to break all of this up so we can start on the back renovation of this property, and I am so excited to get started on this. Let me show you guys what the plan is. It's gonna be good. So as you guys know, on this side over here, I've talked about we're gonna do the pathway here, but I've waited because I knew we were going to rent big equipment, so we're going to break up all of the concrete here so that way we can finish it. And then we want to put a deck in, and we want to put it in exactly where this deck is, a little further out this way. And it will continue all of this area. It'll cover all of that. It's gonna cover all of this grass right here, and it's gonna go out to about here, I think is where we decided. So this will all be deck that you're staring at. So we're going to break up the concrete walkway from here. All of this is gonna get broken up. All of this is gonna get broken up. And then all of this is gonna get broken up all the way back to the shed, and then this little landing pad over there. So that is the plan today, is to get that all tore up. Then we can start on, once we get that all done, we can start on leveling the property because it's got some divots. There's a pretty big divot right there in the ground, and just there's a lot of big divots. It's very uneven. So that'll be the next step. We'll rent a rototiller, we'll level everything and make it so that you can actually walk on the property without it being super bumpy. And then we will go in with cardboard, and I want to do pathway here and still a pathway here, and then this will be a backwards C of a flower bed right here, and this will be a giant circle right here, and that's going to be a seating area. So you'll be able to meander around, sit in this area, meander back around the willow, and come here. So it'll be a giant loop that you'll be able to do on the property, and it's going to give us this giant flower bed that we're going to be able to do all this planting and all this gardening in, and I'm so excited about it. We're still going to have a ton of lawn, all of this area here. So all of this area here is still all going to be lawn. So it'll be lawn pretty much from here over. So the dogs will still have some lawn, and all the way out here, and then it will be grass pathways throughout the entire thing. So we need to get to work because we only have the thing for 24 hours, and it's about 10 a.m. right now, so it is starting to get warm. So we're going to go change because I'm in shorts, and so is Brent, and we're going to put safety goggles on, and we're going to just start breaking up all this concrete. Okay, we got the jackhammer, boots, pants, gloves, goggles, some safety equipment. We're doing man things. We're going to start by breaking up this concrete here. We'll see how this goes. This better work. And the jackhammer that we did rent was $200, I think, to rent. And I think it was that was including the deposit, so a little bit of that does come back. So, I mean, $200, 24 hours. We'll see how this goes. We're going to plug it in. This one plugs in. It's not like an air compressor. And we should be able to break this up. So let's get to work. Okay, this section right here took about 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most. We thought this was gonna take a lot longer. So we rented it for 24 hours. I think with us taking a few breaks here and there, it'll probably take us the full 24 hours, but we're gonna make a lot of progress with this piece of equipment today. I think this will be the best 200 bucks we've spent in a very long time. Trying to get like a clean break right here because this is the last pad that we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep everything past this because that'll all get covered by a deck. But until then, I didn't want it to be a janky piece of concrete. Okay, we are about 1 hour in. The thing overheated because it's I think a little over 100 right now. So we're just moving the umbrella with us. But we're about an hour in and we got this whole walkway done. So we got all of that done. We're gonna leave all of this area like I said. And then we did get this area done also. So now our hope is that we can finish this within 4 hours, because if we finish it within 4 hours, we can return it and it's actually even cheaper. So we'll pay for the 4-hour rental fee. Wow, we're doing great, big projects. We'll pay for the 4-hour rental fee, which is 100 bucks. So we save like, I think 80 bucks or something like that. So that's the plan, is to try to get this done in the next 3 hours and then get it returned. We'll see, this actually moves really fast, but if the thing keeps overheating, that might be a problem. Okay, we got about a little tiny bit left to go. I'm taking a break right now. We've got all of this done. Brent was clearing off that spot while I was using the jackhammer. We did come through and tear up a couple pieces because we wanted to make sure that it wasn't 2 layers deep. Do you guys hear the cicadas? Isn't that crazy? We haven't had cicadas here, and all of a sudden the last couple years we got cicadas real bad. Anyways, we wanted to tear up a couple pieces to make sure that there wasn't 2 layers of concrete, because there were certain parts of our property that had concrete and there was another layer underneath. So we're about here now and we have to get just that little tiny bit left. So probably another 45 minutes to an hour, we'll be all done, which is gonna end up making this be about a 3.5 hour project with a little bit of break. We are alternating, so Brent will go and I'll take a break with an ice pack and cool down and drink some water. And then I'll go and Brent will take a little break with an ice pack and some water. I think we're both gonna take a break for about 10-15 minutes and then finish this on up. It has been exactly 3.5 hours and we finished. We are so done. We are so sweaty. We're gonna go return the tool and hopefully we only have to pay for the 4-hour rental fee instead of the 24-hour rental fee, which is crazy. I mean, whatever if we don't have to, but it is crazy that we were able to do this in such a short amount of time. It was actually surprisingly easy. It was a lot easier than we thought it was gonna be. Do I think everyone could do this? No. Brent and I were able to do it and we were struggling. So it was easier than we thought it was gonna be. We were fully prepared to dedicate 2 full days just to doing this. So the fact that we got it done in 4 hours, it was a lot easier than we thought, but it was still a tough project. So let me show you guys where we're at and then we're gonna go return the tool and then I'll come back and we'll actually talk more in depth. So this is where we're at. We got it all done. It's so crazy to see this all broken up. What we did is we just moved the umbrella with us. Whoever wasn't using the jackhammer grabbed the umbrella and followed the other person around, so that way we were both in the shade, getting some protection from the sun because the UV index is way too high. And then this was actually really easy. This is just the trigger that you push, and then these move up and down to absorb the shock. So it's really nice. Lets you know when it's plugged in or if it overheats or has problems. So this was extremely easy. I don't think this is for everyone though. So let's go get this returned and then I will come back and give you guys the lay of the land for what the plan is. It's actually been a couple of days since we used the jackhammer. That totally killed us and we have since decided to continue working on it. Ignore the lawn. You're gonna ignore that. Look at it. So most of the removal has been Brent while I've been at work. He's been chipping away at getting this all removed. We have a giant pile that is being made in our back alleyway. And then we're gonna just bring the vehicle around and just load up the vehicle. We're trying to figure out if we can get a trailer. We're gonna probably have to rent a trailer. So we're gonna do that and take care of all this concrete. So let me turn the camera around and we'll kind of talk about it and talk about how much I actually ended up spending. So you can see the walkway just kind of like stops suddenly, and that is because the plan is to have that deck. So the next plan is to finish this walkway here, and the next walkway is gonna go all the way to here until we can get the deck done, which might not be till next year or whatever, but we just needed to start making progress on getting this concrete removed so we can start with getting water out here. So we will go ahead and we will bring the walkway down like this. The deck will eventually come here to about here. So it's gonna be a really good sized deck. All of this will be deck. And then it's gonna come down to a very wide pathway and it'll just kind of wander around this way. And like I said, it's gonna be a backwards C right here. And then this will all be an open area. And so you'll be able to kind of like walk around here. You won't be able to see anything further back because the plan is to fill this up with like evergreens and shrubs and all of that. And this will all be walkway, and then it'll be a circle here with a flagstone patio that has grass growing in it, and then you can walk around the willow tree and back around this way. So we need to get rid of all of this, and then I think we're gonna just end up tilling all of this because it's super uneven, super patchy, and we're gonna try to figure out maybe possibly getting water to things. We need to get irrigation in this swoop right here that I want to raise up a little bit because we want to be able to have that on its own separate irrigation system. And then this bed might get extended just a little bit further out into the walkway, maybe about like halfway into what that is. So that way this bed is just really deep, really full. We did leave the concrete that's right here, just so that way we have a landing pad into the AV area right here. Also, super weird, this piece of concrete right here goes under the fence over to the neighbor's house. We think that the people who owned this house and the next door house were related or something like that, and there might have been a gate at some point right there. But this is how far we are, and it's looking super good. We're making lots of progress. It looks like somebody just threw pieces of dynamite into our walkway, and I can't believe how much progress we've already made. Like I said, this has pretty much all been Brent, and he's just doing wheelbarrows full. I just noticed that that's freshly dead. Not sure what happened there. Oh, there's a baby lizard. Bye, baby lizard. We're getting distracted. What happened here? The ground is wet. Okay, that's dead. That's fun. Very weird, very random. Whatever. Anyways, it's the end of the day. We ended up returning the jackhammer super early. We got all of it like jackhammered in about 4 hours. And so we returned it. We ended up having the thing for about 4.5 hours. They were super nice and only charged us for the 4-hour rate. And so it ended up only costing us about $70 to rent the jackhammer versus $120 to rent the jackhammer, and we got everything done. So I'm gonna call that a win, and it's now a couple days later, like I said, and we are exhausted and sore, and I had to go to work while Brent took care of all this, and I can't believe that he got this far into it. Like, that's a lot of concrete to move. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for visiting our garden. I can't wait for you guys to see what we have in store and how things end up, because there's going to be a lot of progress that's going to be made this fall time. I know it's summer, but this fall there's going to be a lot of things that happen. So thanks for coming along with us, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.